Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Chargers Rebuild, the 5-year fantasy rebuild of the LA Chargers. With this trade, we're trading away Trey Turner, Chris Harris Jr., and another player for some picks, Taven Bryan and Mike Williams for some picks. A lot of guys were coming off contract. We had Chris Harris Jr., Casey Hayward, Mike Williams, Taven Bryan, Trey Turner. We had a bunch of guys coming off contract, and I figured, hey, what is a better time to build an O-line than with people that are coming off contract, some guys that we can flip. These would basically be rental pieces to a lot of teams for players that could solve our long-term issues. Drew Tranquill and a backup linebacker for a second-round pick from the Seahawks. So we only have 3 trades, but hey, it gets rid of a lot of cap hit, and it gets us in a situation for the future. Gets us some O-line and some draft pick pieces. Justin Herbert's going to be starting at QB. We brought in Leonard Fournette in free agency last year. We're still going to start with Swift, just for the simple fact that I do think he can develop. Hopefully he can develop this year. If not, we'll probably have to get rid of him. We did bring in some extra backups just in case, like Roth and some other guys here. We brought in some backup wide receivers, like John Ross. I brought him in since he was still in free agency. Mo Alley-Cox and Jordan Thomas here as well. Donald Parham's going to slide up to that number 3 tight end spot. Quentin Nelson's going to be sliding over to tackle. He's big enough to play there, and I think he will be better there than a 69 overall left tackle. So Jonathan Cooper and Mike Remmers will be starting at that guard position. Shaq Mason over at right guard, Brian Beluga at right tackle, Mike Pouncey at that center position as well. Mike Remmers will be starting at left guard. So, yeah, that's really about it. So I've only recorded 2 seasons so far, but this is probably the best season that I've ever recorded in terms of just sheer what the fuck moments near the end. Joey Bosa is going to be starting, of course. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop fucking setting the depth chart as I'm going along. I just need to set the depth chart, talk about it, and then get it over with. It'll cut down some time on the videos, and then you guys won't have to see me go through it and stuff. Yeah. So, like I said, this was probably the most, like, what the fuck season I've ever recorded of anything, so it gets crazy. But if you guys are new here, and if you guys have made it this far into the video, congrats, first off. Second off, my name is Green Machine Sam. This is my channel. I do Madden content, 2K content, GTA, Rainbow Six Siege. I do roster updates, franchise modes, rebuilds, a whole bunch of stuff. I have some other stuff coming to the channel here soon, hopefully as well. Gets hard to make full-time content when you can't be a full-time YouTuber. I wish I could be, but that's just not in the cards right now. But if you guys subscribe, like, comment, watch my videos, we can hopefully be there soon. Nasir Adderley's going to slide down to corner. So yeah, this corner team, this corner depth chart got completely rearranged. We have nobody from last year, is what I'm saying. Ashton Davis is still going to be starting at the free safety position. Derwin James is still going to be starting at that strong safety position. We brought in Eric Berry as a backup. Brought in Lano Hill. Gilman's going to slide over to free safety and be a backup. Yeah, there's not a whole ton to really talk about here, other than gotta take another step. We can't be as slow as last year. We gotta take another step. We gotta make sure we are in the right position to keep moving forward. If you take a step back, or if you don't take a step at all, it really slows down the rebuild. You have to come up with some creative shit and try to, trade away future assets for short-term success, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to, kill the team off and all that stuff, because you'll see people kill off teams in Season 5 and be like, oh, well, since we're not rebuilding after this year, time to trade away all the picks. Like, I don't like doing that, but I understand the necessary part of it. Darnell Mooney needs to develop a little bit more. He did get star at the end of last year because of how good he did play with that 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. Joey Bosa and this edge rush group, well, this pass rush group just needs to perform this year. Clay Matthews was one of the best pass rushers we had last year, so that needs to change going into this year. Just putting that out there. That definitely needs to change. Gabriel Butler, hopefully he can develop as that rookie D tackle that is starting. Jerry Tillery. Tillery. Don't know how to really say it. Hopefully he can do something. Cashman and Kenneth Murray are going to be starting with Roquan McMillan coming in as that backup. Um, yeah, I don't know. Kind of tore down the team a little bit more than what it was already torn down at the midseason mark. We are 1-6, so not even close to being what we were last year. We were 4-4 at this point last year. Coming into free agency, going to be leaving the team is just a bunch of backups that we brought in. That tooth guy, the fullback, actually had star development, which was crazy. Quentin Nelson, we have to bring back. We traded for him. He's big. He's physical. He's a fucking beast. We got to bring him back. He's the best player on the team, hands down, no questions asked. Um, I don't know why he's so easy to trade for, but he is. He doesn't sign, but we will get him signed. Nwosu, he's a good edge rusher, but he needs to step up. He needs to show me that he's worth the money. I'm going to try to give him about 12, 13, maybe even 14 mil, but if it doesn't go through, we're going to have to get creative because I can't be spending a whole ton of money on somebody that I don't even know if we'll be sticking around because of the fact that, can he perform, basically. I know a lot of these low rating edge rushers never really amount to anything in rebuilds, and that sucks. Mainly because I would love to keep him. Yeah, so we started off, what was that? 0 for 4, 1-5, and then lost another, and that's where we are right now. So, yeah. Well, at the playoffs, we didn't do shit. 4,700 yards, 34 touchdowns, 18 picks for Justin Herbert. If the picks would just be below double digits, that would have been a great season. It would have been an absolute phenomenal season from Justin Herbert. Run attack, still not good. I'm going to keep saying it. You have to have a high 90 running back. You have to have a above 90 running back that is kind of sort of balanced to really get anything done in this game. We had 3 guys go over 900 yards, 1 over 700. It was another good year from our receiving corps. Even with the departure of Mike Williams, we still had a good year from the receiving corps. Gabriel Butler with 13 tackles for loss, 12 for Tillery, 11 for Bosa, 7 for Nwosu, 9.5 sacks for Joey Bosa, 6 for Gabriel Butler, 3 for Nwosu. Fuck. He's probably getting traded. Yeah, I'm probably going to trade him. 3 picks for Kenneth Murray, 2 for Derwin James, 2 for Mosley, 1 for Wilson, 1 for Douglas. So that makeshift cornerback squad definitely didn't play bad, so that's great to see. 4 forced fumbles, 1 for Mosley, 1 for Douglas, 1 for Nwosu, 1 for Cashman, 3 fumble recoveries, 1 for Douglas, 1 for, I think, Derwin, and 1 for Cashman. I don't think the other guy got his, so. 1 blocked kick from Derwin James, no safeties, no touchdowns. Kicking, Zane Gonzalez, free agency guy that we just had to bring in. He did better than Bagley, so that's good to see. Riley Dixon, whatever. And no kick returns for touchdowns. MVP race, Herbert at 9. I think if the picks and if we had a winning record, he would have probably been higher. Herbert at 8 for Offensive Player of the Year. No Chargers for Defensive Player of the Year. Didn't get an offensive guy. Rookie. Gabriel Davis wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Good to see. So we're going to give Quentin Nelson 10-10. It's the only way to do it. Give him 5 years. Get him on the team. Nwosu, I just decided we're going to do a sign and trade on. So we're giving him 20 mil for this year and then trading him. So we trade Nwosu, Adderley, and Gerard Davis for Alvin Kamara. Fixed our running back issues. This year, Adderley didn't develop. Gerard Davis is in the future plans, and Nwosu is in the future plans. These are my free agents that I'm trying to sign. Fred Warner is the only guy that we're spending real money on. Jair Alexander, we're giving like a half contract to. Everybody else is on $550K contracts. Mayfield, McCourty, Ertz. We took Evans off when we gave Alexander some more money. We have Ertz, Howard, Mayfield, Watt. Multiple guys have $550K contracts that you wouldn't believe. If they don't have an offer on them, they basically have a $550K contract. So, you'll see the guys. Tillery's not a part of the future plans. He's not. Yes, he does have star, but going into his 3rd year, he's definitely not worth it. McCourty, Campbell, and Sanders did not sign. Sanders just doesn't want to fucking sign with us, apparently, as well as Whitehead. But let's take a look at the signings. We got Fred Warner, so we spent big money on him. We got him. Alexander, spent some decent money on him. Got him. Watt, 2-year, $1.1 million deal. Everybody on this list besides Jair Alexander and Fred Warner, are on $550K contracts. We got J.J. Watt, Baker Mayfield, O.J. Howard, and Zach Ertz. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with Baker Mayfield. I'm not starting him. I'm going to start Herbert because this is his team, and this is his rebuild, so we're starting Herbert. So if anything, we'll just keep Mayfield and make sure nobody else has him, but we are going to be trading him for something. But Fred Warner is going to come in, let Murray slide out to that outside linebacker, have less responsibilities. Jair Alexander, on a decently cheap deal, will be a lockdown corner. J.J. Watt can slide into defensive tackle and play next to Gabriel. So yeah. There's some guys I went after, some O-linemen, some other stuff, but this is when our draft pick capital comes into play. We traded the 6th overall pick for Zach Martin. I didn't want anybody at 6. Nobody was good enough for us. No good edge rushers, no great wide receivers. But here we go. We're going to take Mitch Davis. Deep threat, number 8 in the class. Starting with number 10. 76 deep threat, 21 years old. Looked like the best wide receiver. We're going to trade Brian Beluga, a 5th and a 6th, for Von Miller. Gets us another edge rusher across from Joey Bosa. Went after Khalil Mack. Bears didn't want to trade him yet. Number 16 overall in the first round for David DeCastro. Another guard. Zach Martin will be playing right tackle, by the way. Derek Morrison. If he's good enough, he can start. 75 overall, number 11 in the class. Took him at 33. Yep, he'll start over Paradis. He'll be our new center. Fine with me. Zach Gannon, linebacker. 23 years old, 5'11", 229 pounds, pass coverage out of Arizona State. Number 26 in the class. Took him at number 42, but he does have a dev trait. That is great to see, because that will help us out tremendously. 3 third-round picks for a first-round pick from the Panthers, projected number 28. A 3, and a guard to the Ravens for a first-round pick. Like I said, from the Ravens. A 4, 6, and a 7 for a third-round pick of next year from the Vikings. And here are our draftees. All these guys are good. The lowest overall is Gannon, but he has a development trait and will be playing left outside linebacker, so his depth trait will automatically jump up. This was I don't remember which edge it was. I don't know if it was Hitchens, Joseph, Windsor. It had to be picked before pick 6, which means it was probably Alford. I'm pretty sure it was Alford that was the 6'3" guy. So we missed out on a end, but hey, I think we developed a team that's better than what would have been if we would have taken that pick. Channing Wharton was another wide receiver in the class. I didn't even look at him because he had a low combine score, I'm pretty sure, and was projected as a mid-round guy. So I was like, no, he's not an early round guy, and he has superstar. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. And then the other wide receiver we were looking at was Tyler McPherson. Kind of sort of the same build. He had normal as well. So Mitch Davis will be rocking number 17 out of Clemson. Looked good. Whenever I see that hair, I think of Troy Polamalu. Derek Morrison, number 75, starting center for us. He'll be good, surrounded by basically all pros. With that being said, guys, Zach Gannon, left outside linebacker, number 52. With that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Turn on post notifications if you guys want to be notified anytime I upload. I'll be streaming on Twitch, so go follow over there. I have new roster updates out, all types of stuff, so go check out the channel. I have new playlists out as well, so go check that out. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace.